Hi everyone, I'm Steve Wiss, otherwise known as Meatman Soccer. This is the latest video in my FM21 Journeyman series. We're still here in Qatar with Al Mesaimeer, and this could be the last ever match I play with him. We're in the Qatar Cup, and we have drawn a stinker of a draw. It's the round of 16. We're against a team called Al Gharafa, who finished third in the Stars League. Third place, just 8 points off the title winning side, Al Saad. They've got a good looking squad. If we just look at their team in terms of wages, they're paying someone here $82,000 a week, Kujal Chul, South Korean international. It's going to be very, very difficult to beat them. The club incredibly want us to reach the quarterfinals of the Emir of Qatar, and I think we'll do very well to make it. Let's just say that if we beat Al Gharafa, we could win the whole bloody cup, to be honest. But I suspect this might be our last ever match here because, like I said in the previous video, I don't really have the fight and the graft to continue here in the top league. We do have a transfer budget of 3 million. We do have a wage budget of 150,000 coming in, but we've not got an awful lot in reserve for that. You know, if I did a budget adjustment now, what's the most we could get in the wages? What, 207k? Well, we're going to need more than that. Realistically, you could get to maybe 170, 180k, which would be competitive. I'm sure, give us 2 or 3 years in the top league, we'll probably win it. But there's some really big sugar daddies in that top league, and you know, with only 20 games a year, it can only keep you going for so long. So my plan is to stay here probably until the start of pre-season, because I want to continue my badges. I want to try and get good in Arabic, but then I'm looking out for a job. Let's just say that. Probably go on holiday for the most of the summer, without doing too much in terms of recruitment and things like that. But yeah, last match then. It potentially depends on how we got. Hopefully we win it, we can keep going. But we're going to go with full strength side. Just a couple of lads I was saving from suspension here. We've got an injury to one of our midfielders, Kaku, who's been filling in alright this year. He's ruled out for I think 4 months, 2 or 3 months anyway, with a dislocated shoulder or something along those lines. So yeah, this is going to be it. We're not going to change tactic. We've stuck with the same thing all year against Al Gharafa. We are at least we're away against them. In fact, just to fill you in, we beat Al Bidr the Low 2-1. We smashed them actually. It should have been more goals, but we got past them in the previous round. This is going to be a real test. And we go into this match, and I don't even know what I'm going to say in terms of the team selection and the dressing room. We are underdogs. Let's just say, let's give the fans a good performance. I want to fire up the players a bit. Let's just try something. I think team talks, individual team talks, are much harder in this FM. I suppose it depends on the skin you've got, maybe. But it's really hard in the dressing room. Just, you know, you can say our faith. There we go. It's quite a ball ache, isn't it? Sure, there's probably a quicker way to do it. Let me know if you do know a quicker way of doing that individual team talk. Get them fired up. But yeah, let's try and enjoy the last potential match here in Qatar. And I have had fun in this league. It is a league, an add-on database. If you like a league where you're playing 20 matches a season, you got quite a long off season. There's reasonable money at stake. I don't think you necessarily need great coaching badges to take charge here. You know, it's a league worth looking at. Why not, if you like that? I mean, one of the things that puts me off managing in leagues like England sometimes is the gruelingly long seasons, 46 games. You're talking probably 50 plus, nearly 60 games including friendlies and cups, and you need big, you know, burnout with the players, and it can take a long time to get through the matches. It really can. So if you like sort of these leagues where you got lesser amount of games, then absolutely Qatar is worth adding onto your database. Hardly a highlight in half an hour here. And this is when you check to make sure you aren't extended. And we are. We're playing against a 4-4-2 system. Obviously, we're not used to playing against a team with so much quality. And this would be, if I was to stay on, it would kind of give me an idea of how far away we are from competing against a side in the top league. And initially, the first half an hour, maybe we could hold our own a little bit. I would imagine with this squad we could probably finish. And there's how many teams in? I think there's 12 teams in the league. We could probably finish. We've somehow conceded. That goalkeeper would definitely be an area we'd have to upgrade. That's a horrendous mistake from our keeper to make. Jesus, this is the difference at top level sometimes. Just, although you shouldn't concede this goal at any level, should you? He's just diving underneath him. But yeah, I'd imagine we could probably finish like 8th, 9th with the squad we've got right now, maybe 10th. Avoid relegation. Yeah, I'm sure if we were going for it, we would reinforce. I've actually signed a left back, an Egyptian left back, already going into the season. Oh, the long throws obviously still work against at this level. And Mamadou Diawara with his 16th of the season. This is a hilarious kind of goal. We have made the most of long throws in Qatar, but this is a weird one because the keeper just miscues it. Usually when you get a long throw goal in FM, it's, straight to your man. The keeper either claims it or just misses it completely. It was a weird one, that highlight. So we're closing on half-time antics. We lost 1-0 in the Cup last year to a side in the top tier. Can we get through this? Move up with the cross. He's got a free header. Come on. Really happy with that. My word, is the shock on the cards. Mesaimeer with the header into the goal. I'm really happy with that. And we're up. We've come from behind to lead. Incredible. In what's been a pretty tight half of football, there's been 3 goals. And I think we've got to be really pleased with this performance from the players. And, they're looking inspired and hopefully they stay that way. But we've done it in the air, really, haven't we? The long throw and the cross in. Oof. And one of the things I don't have any other tactics saved up here. Like, I don't have a defensive tactic. We've always been positive, and that might seem a bit kind of limited and boring, but I knew I was never going to be here for that long. I didn't want to invest myself with the club too much, and get too carried away. I wanted to sort of be on the front foot. But maybe this is a rare situation where we've got to think about, holding on, potentially. Just changing the mentality a little bit, changing a few roles on the fly as we get towards the end of the game. One of the big positives to just keeping with one formation all year, not training under new ones, is that the players have really got used to the system, and I feel like we should have maybe not conceded that equaliser there. It feels like every highlight's a goal here. Weird. I think the keeper's got a lot to answer for here as well. That is frustrating. It's not even that good a goal from them. They'll probably say the same about us, but weird game. There should not have been 4 goals in this. I think that every goal probably could have been avoided. No. My biggest fear is that they've been roasted at half time in the dressing room and they've come out firing. And their manager's really laid into them. This is a long highlight of passing. They're going to shoot from range in a minute. Going to have to hope the keeper saves it. He does. Doesn't look like saving much today, but he did there, thankfully. It's Coup with the corner. That's the Korean, isn't it? Who's on 88 grand a week. They seem to be dominating the early stages of the second half. They got the equaliser. They're in the ascendancy. The highlight is finally over. Possession wise, 61% of the ball they've got. They've made 5 fouls, which is probably more than normal. 1 yellow card away from suspension, which could consider subbing them off. I think it's really harsh that the suspension rules and the yellow cards carried over from the league campaign. It's really harsh for the cup. It really is. It should be separate competitions, in my opinion. Let's encourage the players now. Here we go. Last 20 minutes. We've competed quite well though against a side that finished third in the top league. I mean, that is encouraging. If we were to continue the job here in Qatar and try and, you know, aim towards winning the first league. I don't like this. Oof, I was a bit too nervous. They've got a free kick, comes in. It's headed away. Can we break? Mesaimeer. We're quite good on these situations usually. Mesaimeer's bagged 1 goal today. Is he going to shoot? He's not going to shoot. He might cross it though. Can someone get on me? Ooh. Goal now would probably maybe win it for someone. Reluctant to make any changes. Corner with 10 minutes to go. Coup with it. We head it away nice. Shame no one was on the break there. Dove or Dove. That's a better cross. Flanagan for us. Can we break now? Flanagan. If we can get a bit of support from in the box. Flanagan goes down. And now they're going to break. Oh, this is wild. El Haddad, he's scored 1 for him. He's going to cross it back. He's going to go down to the penalty. Bollocks. That was one of them highlights that... man. Teases. You think it's going to be your own. It turns out to one of them. We need a save. We don't get it. He's hardly saved a penalty for me all year and continues. It looks like we're going to go down. Solomon Kalou of all people. Yeah, you're not saving that. Right, we are now going to have to make some subs, I think. See what we've got to do. There's not much going on. I like anyone anxious, take him off. So we'll take Jones off. He's been a good defender for us this year, but we'll take him off. Diwara, leave him on. Why is our best playmaker nervous? Julian Michel's had a very bad year, hasn't he? And you know, we never get anything out of that DLP spot. I'm just going to go to like a 4-2-2-2 system. Make him a poacher, I think, and we'll go very attacking. And we'll try and fire up the players or encourage them. I think probably encouraging is a better thing for the players, and we might get something out of the game. Bit gutting to have the lead here and sort of not really play well in the second half. But I think they come out pretty well. Shot comes in, it's blocked. I suspect at the end of the game we'll get a message saying that their manager really gave them a roasting at half time, and that was the difference. Sometimes you don't want to be ahead of these sides at half time. You want to be drawing or even trailing, and you can be the side that comes out after the break. But we were close, we were competitive at least. I'm pleased that we kind of gone out fighting. If this is the last match we have in Qatar with this club, you know, it's not a competition we're ever going to win. Would have been nice to go a bit further, but it's not going to happen. We're going to go down 4-2, maybe more. And they just outplayed second half, haven't they? They've just shown their class of the top tier. And yeah, I think if we were to stay and sort of really go for it, we'd have to improve the squad quite a lot. We'd have to definitely produce some tactics which were quite sort of balanced or defensive, really. And I just don't have the stomach and the fight for that at this club, to invest that time and energy in and all the research and that. I want to be a club where I'm fairly dominant in whatever league I'm with. I want to play attacking. And I'm not saying I couldn't play attacking in the top tier, but first season would be difficult. We'd have to have a few systems on the go, I think. And yeah, Just haven't got the stomach. Ebby should have pulled one back for us there, no doubt whatsoever. But kind of just going through the motions here, aren't we? I maybe should have turned it to key highlights because the game's done. Shame we've kind of gone down as we have. Yeah, but they've shown the class. They finished third in the top tier at the end of the day. Fair play to them. But a bullshit penalty. Goalkeeper didn't cover himself in glory, and I freely admit goalkeeper's one of our weakest spots. So maybe it's not a surprise that when you're up against a sort of a classier side, then we do lose it. But what a shame after a first half where I was excited. We were defensively stout. We'd nicked a couple of goals and we were up, but they're just coming to it more second half of this team. Al Gharifa, I think is what they're called. They've kept the ball well against us too. But hey, we went out, we had a go. You know, it wasn't a disgraceful performance by any means at all. But you know, well done to them. I think we'll go with that team talk there just to give them a bit of a boost. But yeah, that's probably it in terms of this save, in terms of this club. That is it. See on the board. There you go. I sold you, didn't I? I know this game so well. Enthusiastic Dante credits manager talk. He praised on the manager. His words at half time inspired them. He gave them the biggest roasting ever, and we unfortunately came on the end of it. We would have been better off drawing at half time. Like, seriously. I knew it. I knew that had come up. I just know this game too well. Right, the board are not going to be happy about that. They understand we had a difficult draw. Still doesn't change our A+ rating, does it? In terms of the manager profile, what are we at? 10% now? 15%. So we've actually moved up. I don't know why we moved up. We were at 10 after winning the title, maybe the end of the season. So 15% rating is not bad. Arabic Basic, I want that to come to good at least. I'm really concerned that in 13, 14 months we've only learned basic Arabic. And you know, we're 4 for adaptability. We should be at least good Arabic now, surely. You know, I think it would take another 12 months probably to get us to fluent. Maybe even another 12 months on top. We need to get to good Arabic because I'm targeting jobs in Egypt. Maybe coming back here one day, UAE. You know, it's one of them. But the new season wouldn't start until July pre-season, and then September for the league campaign. I think we're going to look to keep going. I think we've got a coaching course until July. Go on a new one, that'll be another 4 months. July, August, September, October, November. You know, maybe we'll go on holiday for a bit. But we're definitely looking around for some other jobs as well. It's been interesting here in Qatar. It's been fun. We've achieved what we wanted to achieve. But it's probably the end of the road. So next video might be a new club. Very much thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you liked it. Comments are appreciated as usual, and just give me some feedback if you want on these videos. Just doing it for a bit of fun, really. You know, it's enjoyable for me to make them. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you around next time. I appreciate any support.